Alright, it looks like we're getting going. If I remember correctly, this is the stage that the predominant amount of matches happen between Triple G and Pheromontris as well. A set that happened on War of the Roses not that long ago, just a handful of weeks ago, and Triple G won it pretty convincingly. And the other thing that I mentioned before this set has started getting going is that I imagine the way this is going to go is that Triple G is almost for sure going to have a huge amount of momentum at the very beginning, and I'm curious to see if by the middle of it or by the end of it, OmegaDR will have enough time to really get an understanding of how to play this matchup against Triple G right now.
Right, this may be very scary from OmegaDR. It just looks like a first to 2, even a first to 3, but with the first to 10, like you say, a lot of room for adjustments. Oh my god, CE in round 1 to close it out. Good lord.
My abyss shall take you.
It's always fun to see just meter being used in the very first round.
Yeah, I mean, if you built it in one round, it's the same kind of thing for, like, Guard Gauge, where it's like, if you build up a Guard Crush within one round, you might as well use it for that round. I mean, you did it, right?
Totally. Yep. Very close round 1, indeed. It going to OmegaDR, so Grandma could be looking comfortable here with so much meter. It's still almost 2 meters with a life advantage after this.
Oh man, OmegaDR trying to come up with options to try and deal with some of this pressure. Not so much so far. Not even gonna have to use. He's probably not gonna have to use the Guard Crush or the meter. If OmegaDR can make him spend at least one of them, he'll probably feel like this round was at least a bit of a win. Yeah, but not so much.
Yeah, Grandma having 2 meters, red Guard Gauge, and a big life lead is like, how do I win this? So good on Grandma's got game 2 secure that second round. And keeping all his resources. Very important.
Ooh, nice! Something that I always talk about is that Talims, whenever they get Soul Charged, they immediately want to run in and try to do a high to start up the pressure and the massive combos. So fantastic duck, fantastic read just overall. And have to deal with all this force blocking kind of stuff. Gets in second curse. That effectively means that Triple G might be dead to like one combo. Now he definitely is. He's dead to a 1B. Decides to go with the CE. More block stun. Ooh. Oh man, that's not gonna do it. Gonna come very close. Still plenty of soul charge. Yeah, you can't stay on the ground. Oh, wow. Cashes it out. Fantastic stuff. That was awesome.
Yeah, just good defense and good patience from Grandma's got game. OmegaDR was able to get 2 curses, which makes his 4-6B like one of the deadliest moves in the game, but wasn't able to take advantage of that as Grandma's got game just closing it out with that guard break.
Oof. Still has to worry about this guard gauge a little bit. You don't really have to worry. Oh, that's it. Yeah. So unfortunately, I would honestly say at this point in like the way that these characters have been developed since they last played against each other, I would say that the forward ring outs that Talim is able to pull out are actually a little bit better than the reverse ring outs than that Zos is able to pull out, which I wouldn't have said since like the latest patch.
Yeah, maybe nice just like a couple months ago, like that would be a weird statement to make, but yeah, I mean, Zasamel's reverse ring out, still pretty good, but it's just not like god tier 50-50 anymore once his back is against the ring edge, which is, you know, I think it's better for balancing and design, but not great for OmegaDR to have to like fight against, especially when Grandma is so unrelenting with his pressure, but maybe I spoke too soon because OmegaDR is looking really solid, getting all these hits and keeping the round really close.
Yeah, he effectively dropped the combo a little bit at the end there so that he could use his double curse to try and edge out the win, which was in fact effective. So overall, it's just like trying to survive the onslaught that is Talim at the moment seems to be a big deal. We haven't even seen Triple G trying to use reversal edge cancels really all that much, which is typically what he does against like shorter range characters. Perhaps Zos's big 2-hitter strings that are also horizontal kind of makes the RE cancels a little bit weaker. That's just speculation.
Sure, and I am not seeing a lot of these like Wind Charmer. Okay, so there's Wind Charmer.
No, he doesn't get a combo though. It almost looked like he didn't even try it. I guess the button got snuffed. But yeah, as time goes on, I imagine OmegaDR is going to start being able to make bigger and stronger reads. It's just going to be a matter of Triple G is going to be able to keep up with it. No whiff punish again. That's really unfortunate. It's like he's kind of hesitating. Nice. I appreciate the fact that he had sidestepped a whole bunch and then decided to quit out of the potential whiff punish. Ooh, a little bit too greedy, and you want to talk about a difference in whiff punishes. Double lethal hit combo. Ooh, nice chase down. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is that trying to cancel into some of these stances doesn't really work against Zos when you're Talon.
Now, the Wind Charmer cancels are getting some mileage for Grandma's Got Game, so I think it's up to OmegaDR to be able to call those out, but for now, we have a CE. I don't think it's going to kill, but it's going to put him in a really good position.
Yeah. Yeah, he's dead basically to like, well, he only has one curse, but like a 1B or something like that. Gonna end up spending the meter. Oh, gonna try and use the guard gauge.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is very scary. Is he gonna try? Oh man, he tried to jump over. I kind of wish they had just tried to use the meter or something like that, but very tense stuff. Triple G, endless clutch. Ah, that was so much meter
Clutch
he just
indeed.
got.
Like, a lot of these rounds just seem like close, and then it just comes down to just like one big mistake or one big read.
Triple G so menacing, just running forward. Both of them trying to challenge each other with regards to overall pressure up close as much as they can. Oh, I like the backup, but that's kind of probably what Triple G wanted as well, to try and mitigate the soul charge. Now soul charge for his own. Now he can't stay on the ground there.
Yep.
Calling it wholeheartedly.
Oh, a lot of delayed get-ups, which twice in a row Grandma's Got Game was able to punish for damage, so it's something that OmegaDR is going to be careful about going forward, hopefully.
Overall, I feel like both of them are having a pretty easy time getting a certain amount of damage when they're like up close against each other, but then at the same time, Triple G is just getting more damage out of it.
Yeah, more damage out of it. I was about to say that I'm getting a little nervous for OmegaDR trying to challenge a lot of this talent pressure with like stuff like 2As to kind of stuff her. And OmegaDR is doing those in spots where Grandma's Got Game has like frame advantage. So when Grandma's Got Game like catches hold of that, the counter hit damage from Talon is just like so big. It's just like you just die for trying to attempt a 2A while you're at frame disadvantage. So gonna be nervous about OmegaDR going forward, and I'm hoping he kind of makes those adjustments, or not so much adjustments, or just again being a little bit more careful about matching at negative frames.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Which is funny to say because Zasamel has like stuff like CE, but again, the scariest thing to me like for Talon is just like the amount of counter hit damage she can get.
Yeah, it's a very kind of tragic irony for Zos now that the damage powerhouse out of these two characters is the little girl that is significantly faster and more maneuverable as well. So it's gonna be kind of a rough road. We'll see if he's able to come up with something. We haven't really seen wall combos really come up all that much yet. Yeah, I get Omega kind of assuming that Triple G is going to block in that situation. There's no real need to.
Just like, you could go with solid play on Zasamel, which OmegaDR is like known for, but just like, otherwise it just feels so uncomfortable to deal with this character.
Okay, he's getting a little bit more damage off of these whiff punishes when he's correctly sidestepping some of these things. It's just that, again, the difference in the amount of damage that both of them are getting when they sidestep out of pressure is just kind of night and day. Fantastic Duck, doesn't get a whole lot, but getting anything is pretty good. And also, important for Triple G to note, is that 6K on block went completely unpunished.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a free curse for Zasamel.
Ooh, decides to spend the meter. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but so he's got a curse. Yes, it's too tough. She's got that tech crouch now. You have to go for something even faster. It's so difficult. You have to go with just like a 2A or something like that, which I know OmegaDR doesn't want to spend his momentum doing, but it might just be the way that you have to go, you know?
Yeah, but much credit to Grandma's Got Game. Like, he had so much momentum, he had the life lead, but then he found the moment to just just pump the brakes and just block even that when he had frame advantage, and he was able to bait out that OmegaDR Zasamel CE. With that said, I keep gassing up players who were winning and then just giving the other player the round win right after that. So good stuff from OmegaDR to just try to match this momentum.
See, I really wish these whiff punishes were so much bigger than that. It just seems like I can't tell if he's hesitating or maybe his button is getting absorbed. I'm not sure what it is. but he seems to be having a tough time getting the full amount that he could potentially get, especially when he's at the wall, which leads me to believe that he's just kind of hesitating a bit too much, overwhelmed by the options that he has. I might be wrong, it's just speculation, but still. And I also I'm kind of surprised that we're not seeing like any use of Zos's 4-6B in this situation. He doesn't seem to be really using it at all. Triple curse now. There it is.
He's like, oh, Jay is right.
Yeah, what do you know?
That was a 3 curse 4-6B, so...
Oh, nice block. You kind of need to get out of this situation, though. You're dead to like a random ring out, my dude.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Get away, reposition.
Ooh, just punching him out of the air.
Cosmic Embryo.
Fantastic sidestep catch. Gets a second curse. Not dead yet. Very, very close. Back into the corner. Both of them almost at a bar yet again. So something tells me this is going to be a battle of the soul charges at the very end. Except this might triple curse. Okay, this is going to be tough for Triple G. Triple curse. Doesn't go for the full combo. I guess he thought it wasn't going to kill. Yeah, just might as well pop soul charge. No reason to keep it. Nice duck again. Every time Triple G has run up after a soul charge, it has not worked. I mean, at some point, Triple G is going to start throwing out those mids, but I think in that context, OmegaDR would have been fine. It would have been, like, if Triple G had gone for the mid, it would have been a knockdown, it would have been a little bit irritating, but it wasn't going to kill, it wasn't going to have the same amount of momentum shift if he had even just blocked the high.
Yeah, I suppose Grandma's Got Game was getting thrown off of OmegaDR's increased usage of stuff like Full Cash 3K. On top of that, Omega was getting a lot of damage off his movement killers, and as like the sprinkle on top of the sundae, so to speak, he's also having these counter hit challenges to boot. So the combination of all of that led to a successful game win for OmegaDR. So I imagine maybe Grandma's gonna try to move a little less. Easier said than done. I mean, Talon does like to move around.
Yeah, it can be difficult. I feel like overall he's not going to. I think the amount of damage he can get off of a correct guess is going to far outweigh the potential amount of damage that he eats when he's wrong. So I think it's just a matter of guessing correctly more often, being comfortable with the fact that you've chosen this as your game plan. Looks like we've decided to change stages to like one of the largest stages in the entire game. So not going to see very many forward or reverse ring outs from Talon or Zos respectively. Not that the ring out game really played that much of a thing, but I think it kind of indirectly did on the previous stage. A lot more slower pressure, kind of I feel like kind of what you were talking about from Triple G. And this is kind of slowing it down a little bit. Maybe that's why he decided to switch to a different stage. Man, you cannot cancel out of those situations. OmegaDR catching you every time whenever you try to do it backwardsly.
And that is going to be like a big deal, just showing... or Omega showing his opponent that he can deal with all these dance cancels, he can deal with these movement cancels.
Man, Triple G just slamming all of his body weight on the 2 and 8 of the D-pad. No punish on the -16! Oh, is that it? No, it's not! It didn't really work out! He has that bar. Doesn't matter. Okay. I think the guard gauge kind of like scared OmegaDR a little bit.
Right. And Grandma's just playing like so annoying. Like he's like putting on the pressure, and then he just kind of like step guard, step guard, step guard. Like he just gets. He suddenly gets.
There wasn't even any guarding going on in there. It was literally just 8. Ooh,
okay,
fantastic
just, like,
whip punish.
Step, like it's just like it's got to make Omega like just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's very distressing.
He's just letting, he suddenly gets to those moments where, he's letting OmegaDR hang himself. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make you whip now.
This round so far, all OmegaDR. Man, so, like, he's not sidestepping, OmegaDR isn't sidestepping anywhere near as much, but when he does, he's getting a huge amount of damage. Yeah, that's 6-6B? No, that's... I'm not sure what the input is for that. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's really kind of pulling dividends with regards to dealing with Talon evasion, just in general. Very good stuff. Not good stuff trying to sidestep that, though.
And we're gonna go into Oki.
Oh, man, hit grounded.
So much free damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, caught his roll, I believe.
OmegaDR kind of getting pulled into Triple G's tempo. Kind of ironic considering somebody being pulled in when they're the one with the scythe. That's already safe. Ooh, tried to catch him out of the air, but unfortunately Talon is bullshit. So what you have to do, at least in my opinion, it seems like the best things that you can do to try and catch her out of the air are actually mids, not highs. Does that make sense? It doesn't, but it's true.
Yeah, RE safe, but you know it's always going to be a mix-up for Talon because she can't cancel those into any of her stances. So look at this counter hit damage into Oki, ridiculous.
Yeah, it really seems like both of the players are getting a lot of mileage just rolling around on the ground and then kind of like escaping with these huge amounts of damage that they get when they're correct about somebody going for Oki pressure that doesn't hit grounded. Man, that one, they basically traded lethal hits, and both of them are almost dead. No, I knew it. I knew it. You gotta sidestep that, man.
Yeah,
oh man, he's getting
basically just, you always have to expect it. Just like, okay, so he's in guts, it might happen.
Oh, okay. So he decides to spend the meter. Definitely makes sense. You know that we don't see from Triple G like at all. Random CE. I respect that. I respect that he keeps his meter for things that are a little bit more worthwhile.
Ooh. Good sidestep.
Yeah, the 6-6 doesn't have anywhere near the kind of tracking that it used to. That would have definitely lethal hitted somebody before. No, catches the counter hit.
So I did wonder before if Grandma's got games gonna move a little less, but no, this movement is just getting him like so much mileage, so much damage.
Yeah, you might as well just keep going and like play the law of averages rather than trying to adapt to something that's not going to get you as much reward.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're definitely on point with just the damage output coming from Talon. Like why does he give a shit if he eats like a
best example was in that exchange was the fact that Triple G did wake up or standing mix mash 4 times in a row. He was wrong 3 times, only got hit by like a 2-hit string, and then on the 4th time he just ended up getting a gigantic combo. So again, like it kind of speaks to the overall conditioning that one can pull off in this game. It's the fact that like plus frames don't really exist all that much in this game. The amount of damage that you can pull off if you're correct about something is just simply too high.
Yeah, and just like, and Grandma just like mixes it up so well. Like, you know, like he doesn't overextend, but like he knows when to push too. And it's just so annoying just going from like hardcore rushdown to just like I'm gonna block now, and just like it's gotta be like pretty like uncomfortable for OmegaDR. But don't count him out yet. He's got a nice ring position and a good combo.
Ooh, he got
big
up there.
Hit combo indeed.
Yeah, it was pretty big. Ended up losing Wind Charming. He's got a ton of meter. Triple G trying to use those that constant sidestepping, which can be scary against Omega or against Zos in general. Oh, didn't hit the full string. You forgot he was in Soul Charge, my man. All right, 2 bars to 1. They're both kind of having a tough time figuring each other out. There are certain things that are working, some things that are not. Definitely a slugfest overall. Wow, I'm really surprised. I think OmegaDR and I were both quite surprised that that punch didn't work. Keeps trying to sidestep the plus frames. It's not really working out all that much. Ooh, couch. 3rd mash. Sauce with red guard gauge. I wonder if he's going to try and spend it here.
Okay, just committing to just killing Grandma's movement here. So,
yeah.
It's not the counter hit damage is not as big as Talon, obviously, but like Omega's gonna keep taking it. So.
No, that's only minus 12 now that he has Wind Charmer. Okay, did you block it?
Expecting a cancel.
Wow, that was so smart. Oh, I can't believe that didn't break.
This round
oh my god, this is so close.
So much mind games.
Catches the reversal. Yeah, a lot of cerebral gameplay going on. Oh, he doesn't know the punish. Oh, wow. That doesn't give Triple G the full win, but I think that Triple G is realizing certain things that OmegaDR doesn't 100% know about the matchup, especially this new mechanic that the character has. Nice wait, but doesn't get rewarded for it. No punish there either. And immediately, Triple G is able to mitigate the meter advantage. But at the cost of 2 curses.
No punish there.
Yeah, not punishing the 6K at all. I think that's a foregone conclusion. Oh, almost got a fantastic punish there. Didn't pan out. Still has 2 curses, though. Oh, no.
Oh my god.
That's almost dead, yeah.
It's a low natural combo.
Oh, tried to spend CE.
Rough.
Even with 2 curses, not enough time. 4 to 1.
I feel like OmegaDR for the most part does play solid, but then it's just like those like close to round end situations where like you just kind of see the panic, you know, where there's kind of like a desperation like throw.
Yeah, he really
or,
tries to
like,
come up with some sort of gigantic read that's going to get him in.
Yeah.
And frankly, that's a bit greedy in my opinion. Like, if you're gonna pull it off, great, but also you're kind of making it so that you have like a 15% chance to win the game outright, and the rest of it you're just gonna lose.
And yeah, I did commend OmegaDR for just kind of like being fearless in those reads, but
Yeah.
like, you know, Grandma is playing at like such a solid level where perhaps more degree of respect should be granted, especially in those situations.
Ridiculously fast-paced as well. And also, like, the 2-2A block punishes, even though small, are pretty important, and OmegaDR is not getting those either.
Yeah, I suppose like he keeps trying to like he's assuming there's always gonna be a stance cancel. And he's trying to like call those out, but like again, Grandma's Got Game is just mixing it up so often. He's making it up so well.
I feel
another
like-
one of those hard reads, but God,
Yeah.
Grandma's Got Games just got his number.
I feel like there's a chance that he's also worried with regards to the 2-2As that it's typically minus 14. He seems to be going for like a 3AK, but you know,
Right.
in some situations it can be minus 12 now as well. So
Yeah.
so for instance, he's not going for the A punishes like at all. 2-2B up close using the tech route. Shades of John Nitty.
Guess I said forward to a
Every time
Oh
that's
my
it,
God.
dude.
Alright, life advantage though, OmegaDR.
Yeah, huge life advantage.
Tight.
It's got the meter advantage as well. Yeah, can't necessarily reversal edge there. Yeah, the reversal edge cancels, there are definitely some major tools that Zasamil has that other characters don't to try and deal with that kind of thing. Ooh, tried to duck, I guess. Beat all his life.
Okay. Alright, it's a bit of free damage, cool. Grandma's Got Game can continue to play really tight, really
Kind of mixing it up with his sidesteps. Now instead of just going
Yeah.
with hard sidesteps over and over again, waiting for his opponent to do something, because OmegaDR has kind of been crushing that with 3AB and stuff like that, he's going for like slight sidestep duck, slight sidestep into like a bit of a button to see if OmegaDR is going to try and challenge.
yeah, just really kind of like staggering, really just shaking up his timings to try to throw OmegaDRs off.
Yeah. Decides to spin the bar again. I mean, Talon definitely builds meter better than almost anybody. Shadows to Nightmare. No! Oh
We
boy!
don't know about that.
Oh, okay, so he's gonna force OmegaDR to spend his bar. Oh, nice mix. Getting so much guard damage. So much guard damage. Forgot that there was a string, I guess? I don't know what happened there, but hey.
Yeah, we've seen that before with Zasamil Soul Charge.
Second time, I think, that we've seen Triple G just lose to a portion of a very typical string. I guess maybe he tried to RI? I don't even know if you can do that in the middle of that string, but, you know.
No, OmegaDR is catching on. He's trying to just kind of be more solid, trying to out-solid, so to speak, Grandma's Got Game. Meanwhile, still got to be careful Grandma's Got Game, because he was doing a lot of stuff where he's getting, like, plus frames, and then he would just, like, guard. Like, that's, you know, Grandma's Got Game just going to continue just mixing it up, making it really uncomfortable for OmegaDR. So OmegaDR, you know, what else can he do except, like, try to, like, just be really, really solid and try not to play into a devastating counter game.
I think the main thing that you're gonna have to do as OmegaDR is the millisecond that you lose on this stage, you immediately try to get out of it. Because I can't imagine a stage that is more apt for what Triple G wants to do, as opposed to what OmegaDR wants to do. This seems, I mean, the wall combos from Zoth can be pretty good, but just overall the amount of pressure that a more aggressive character like Tom's gonna be able to pull out is gonna mitigate any of that kind of stuff.
You're absolutely right, like, you need to leave.
Yeah, you need to leave.
Get out of here.
Oh wow, the retrack!
Yeah,
Just trying to go for the simple read. Small sidestep, decides to spend the bar. Okay, you can definitely do something with this. Oh, catches him. That's not gonna do it, except if he doesn't know how to deal with the unblockable. Oh man, so that's what he was betting on. I see. OmegaDR not gonna be happy about that.
So much life over his opponent, but Grandma's Got Game like knew he wasn't dealing with the unblockable, so
He has not been dealing with that reverse break attack very well either. It is a high, you can duck it, or you can just block it and eat the guard damage and the frame advantage. But so far his options have been GI, which doesn't work, and sidestep, which super doesn't work. So another thing that I think Triple G is picking up on is the lack of character knowledge.
A lot of mileage on the pimp hand.
Yep. 2 curses. But you can kind of see
jeez.
Triple G is just simply not stopping the sidesteps. Still beats out the critical edge. Didn't he have 3 curses? That doesn't seem fair. That was like the whole shtick that the character had. So he ends up spending a bar and not getting anything out of it. Wins the round anyway, but gee whiz. I thought he set up that CE perfectly.
Yeah, no. That made no sense to me.
Already with a curse. Yeah, he gets the second one, making Triple G spend the bar that he has on that RE cancel. Triple G slowing it down a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Slowing it too much, and yeah, that's just only going to be in the advantage of OmegaDR. This is going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Like, when he's going to keep it in, like, you know, in the neutral or Zasumel frame advantage, like, OmegaDR is actually, like, doing really well against Grandma.
Yeah.
Just keeping it neutral, don't play the frame data game, get your +0, get your plus, you know, frames on deck, and it just, he's using all these advantages against Talon really well.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah,
oh, shut it down. I like it.
Yeah, makes him spend the bar. That makes sense. Who tried to go for a second RI? Not so much. Both of them in red guard gauge. Talon, I believe, with the slight meter advantage that could turn into a gigantic meter advantage with 1 RE. 2-2A is very good. Oh, man. OmegaDR falling apart in the last round yet again. That's one of the unfortunate things about a set like this, where if you look at the results, the actual game count, I think it doesn't necessarily do the closeness of the set justice. That was going to be a tough situation anyway, but
yeah,
I think you run, don't walk away from this stage. Decide to quickly rematch? I don't know, Mr. Man.
No, get out.
Triple G halfway there.
To Omega's credit, like, that was a, like, pretty good game for him, but that last round was just one of those things where it's just, like, really explosive for Talon. Talon is a really explosive character, and that was just, you know, way too explosive.
Yeah, I think
round, so.
the things that he was doing well, he could do well on another stage that doesn't have the same level of risk, you know what I mean? So, like,
that is a good point. I mean, part of that, you know, explosiveness of the last round was Grandma being able to pressure Omega into the ring edge. There's not a lot of space to move around here, so yeah, I'm hoping for a stage change after this, but we'll see if OmegaDR can be solid, just like that last game, and perhaps be very aware. Oh my god, no wall splat anywhere. I don't know if it does wall splat, actually.
In that situation, I think it can sometimes, but not very often.
Yeah. Okay,
OmegaDR having a tough time just getting Triple G off of him. If only you had more stage to work with.
Yeah, already seeing the consequences of not changing the stage. Like,
I don't want to harp on it too much. I just really feel like there are plenty of stages where you wouldn't have to deal with the pressure as exquisitely as you do on this stage.
It's still a good point, because, like, I think OmegaDR, like, has a pretty good game plan, but just, you know, Talon is just crazy when she's able to push her back against the wall.
I like the fact that after he got that RI, he waited a little bit, because, frankly speaking, the amount of momentum he was going to get in damage wasn't really why he RI'd in that situation. I think it was just to waste time on Talon's soul charge.
Right. Which I expect a lot.
Ooh, Capsule to see.
Great setup.
Yeah, you can only do that so many times. He gets a good amount of damage here, plus 1 curse, if I recall correctly.
Satisfied now?
Yep. It's a curse. 4-6B will become safe, so... like you said before, he doesn't really go for those safe 4-6Bs. Oh, there it is, never mind.
Every time we talk about it, he'll do it, but otherwise, no. Man,
Every time we say how much he doesn't do it, he will do it.
Yeah, I gotta say, Triple G is so good at making just running forward look very menacing for his character. His courageous movement, I think, is very intimidating in a lot of ways.
Yeah, like, Grandma understands that, like, he doesn't need to pressure with attacks, he can pressure with movement. And if you pressure with movement, that will put you in such a nice place with winning matches.
Alright, 6-2. We are going to go with a different stage now. I guess because it was so close the first time, he didn't really see a reason to do so.
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Yeah, I guess he wants something as big as possible. Instead, you get the same place at night. This is something that I was talking to a handful of people in the Discord. Because the random stage select in this game is so pitiful, and we have so many effectively duplicate kinds of stages, I honestly think that there should be some sort of a tournament rule. Oh man, is Triple G going to be really cool about it? I appreciate it, Triple G. He's doing exactly what I would have said, which is, if you attempt to try and switch the stage, and it just effectively gives you the same stage or a duplicate version of it, I think you should try and roll again. I think that is the smart way to go about it.
Yeah, I was kind of pushing against that at first, but like as time goes on, like I really liking that rule, like these days. Because like the decision is I don't want the stage anymore. So when you get the same stage, that's just like it just feels really bad.
Yeah, it just feels like a robbery kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of an unspoken rule in tournaments that you obviously don't have to follow because it's not actually a rule. But I honestly feel like it should be put into actual tournament gameplay, which is that if it's clear that the opponent wants a different stage, and they lost on that stage, and now they're trying to switch to something else, if you get the same thing again, screw that. That's stupid.
Yeah, like I agree. I think it should be an official ruling going forward. Like essentially, like you're saying, I'm banning the stage at least for the next game.
Yeah.
As opposed to trying to like roll for us.
Just dealing with the same stage over and over again. Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. But, yeah, shoutouts to Grandma for being real cool. Damn you for being cool.
Ooh, oh, almost got that wall combo.
Yeah, that would've been death if you got the wall.
It's got that one curse. Alright, gets a bit of a damage there.
Nice little step kill there. Frame damage.
Yeah, overall, OmegaDR still having a tough time just trying to beat the law of averages of the damage output that Triple G gets when he's correct about Zoslamel stance changes and stuff. Just overall pressure. I'm sure he wanted that GI from full screen.
Okay.
I like the two-way, just trying to like keep yourself tech crouched. Didn't pan out though.
It was kind of solid fundamental gameplay for the beginning of that round, but once Grandma decides to make it wild, definitely in her favor in terms of damage.
Okay, so that's what he was trying to do all those other times, to try to get the RI. He just wasn't... Alright, RI for RI. RI. Still slight meter advantage for OmegaDR. Boy, howdy. Yes. This is like, he's gonna try something like every time, right? Because the amount of damage that you're gonna get is just simply too big.
Yeah, if he's wrong, it's, the risk reward is still in Grandma's favor.
Yeah.
Like, guessing right will get him so much more damage than he would eat if he guessed wrong.
Oh, wow, what a lethal hit. Boy, howdy. Important to note, 7-2, Triple G on a monster lead right now. I always talked about how I feel like OmegaDR is going to have the benefit of like really big reads as the set goes on. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be enough at this point.
Yeah, again, with just how much Grandma's got game is just shaking up his timings and mixing it up. Like, that's got to be like a tough hill to climb.
Yeah, he's 100% prepared every time. It really feels like he's thinking a lot quicker than OmegaDR at the moment, too. He has a character that more caters to that kind of playstyle, but still.
Yeah, and he's got good defense and reads on top of, all these mix-up Grandma's doing. Like, again, like, OmegaDR, like, he has that, like, he has that neutral game. He's got the reads. The damage disparity is just something he has to, like, work around, which is crazy.
Fantastic duck yet again. Every 3 AK, there's like a pretty good chance of this happening.
Yep, you should feel good with every 3 B counter hit that OmegaDR lands.
Yeah. Man, how are you gonna get out of this ring position? Is that death? No. Okay, what? I don't think I actually knew that rung out in that way, but alright.
Reverse ring out game is still alive for Zoslamel.
Sure.
Honestly, I didn't expect that 3
Yeah. He's going for 3 AK in this situation, it's just not working out for him. I feel like he needs to come up with something else. Just letting Triple G spend his meter. Into more 2-2As.
Jeez, that oh my god. Between like 2-2A and like this K, just like the wall pressure game from Callum, it just feels so bad.
Try to get his second wall bounce on the other wall, the small wall. Didn't pan out, but he gets a huge amount of guard damage and regular damage and the round win.
Guard damage and regular damage.
Yeah. OmegaDR.
Okay.
Trying to play the small game. I definitely think this is the way to go. I just don't know if it's going to be wholeheartedly effective enough. Okay, here we go.
Okay. It all led to this moment. He landed like 22 A's to
but the thing is that
get that combo.
This guard break is like ever looming, and depending on the part, okay, good. I was gonna say, depending on where he was in the stage, when Triple G activated that soul charge, he was in a huge amount of risk.
You know, OmegaDR was suddenly getting flashbacks. He's like, no, not today. I'm taking this round.
Immediately with a huge amount of meter. Boy, oh boy. Ooh. How many lethal hits have we seen from that? I believe that's the red Gargage one. I might be wrong.
You know, OmegaDR overextended, you know, just a little bit there. So, granted, Grandma's got gained some damage, but Omega is still in this. But that Gargage, like you said, that's gonna be
it's gonna be real terrible. Tough. You have a bar, you have a curse, you have a dream. I think you can do this. He's getting a little bit ornery. Oh boy, yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do about that. That just seems, the second that he had whiffed 2 or 3 times and Triple G didn't take the bait and he was able to get in with 1 guard break. I mean, that would have been a read and a half just to get out of that situation, let alone try to actually come back for the win. Seemed inevitable at that point. Oh, the punch not catching, too short.
Right, Oki, low. Mid.
Doesn't actually punish that, okay. OmegaDR seems still pretty flummoxed as to the options Triple G is pulling out with regards to movement and evasive properties to get away from Zoth's pressure. See, he's slowing it down so much.
Yeah, he's trying really hard to try to catch this movement, or trying to find spots where he thinks Grandma's going to move, so he can use his powerful run counters to deal with them. But it does find those moments, though, so it's going to be big damage. That's death, actually.
Yep. It's just the problem is that as it stands right now, the pace has to be that slow in order for him to work this out, and that's just not the case for so many of these matches. Because then you have, like, 9 times out of 10, the round is like this, where, oh god, does he have a wrong one here? No, the 6-6B doesn't do it. Blocks the 1B, 2 1Bs in this entire set, and he catches the 1. I guess it was a little bit too obvious because he had 3 curses. Bar for bar.
Still in control though, but the soul charge from Talon is going to concern me.
Uh-oh. I don't know if this is real or not.
Oh no. Oh no.
No messages on Discord. I guess I'll find out. Okay, because...
Wait up.
I mean, hey, okay. What a read. Being able to mitigate Talon's soul charge by simply spending your soul charge and putting the controller down for a while. Solid stuff. Presumably we had a little bit of a controller malfunction. I will double check once this round is over.
Yeah, for now, I'm just gonna accept that those are such high-level mind games where I'm just like in.
I would have expected it if he didn't press any buttons after the first fake that Triple G did, but he did 2 additional ones afterwards. Ooh, caught him out of the soul attack. That's a pretty big deal. Doesn't get any punish because the reversal edge activation is tech crouched. 2 curses.
Here's that slow pace that you're talking about, just trying to keep it there, but. Scott Game gets a good invasion, gets that Rising B.
Oh man, fantastic one. Man, the fact that they got rid of like the grab version of the reverse ring out is such a big deal for Zoth. Okay, yeah, there you go. Telling Talon that you really need to shut up right now. And he immediately rematched, so I'm going to assume that that everything is a-okay.
Okay, but you know we'll keep
OmegaDR, if you are listening to this, just let me know if there are any problems whatsoever that I have to be worried about.
Alright, and that's a stage change from Grandma's Got Game, so...
no walls. I imagine this is the exact kind of stage you don't want to see us follow.
Yeah. Good for Zasomel, I think. So I think OmegaDR would be comfortable here.
Nice.
Okay, here we go.
It's a BB, okay. Talon recovers quicker than most other characters, so pretty good, and fantastic spacing for the lethal hit punish.
Snowman? No, I'm just gonna go for the tech trap. Oh, danger for Omega.
Yeah, very big danger. Not dead yet. Ooh, yeah,
Oh,
fantastic challenge.
God.
At some point, it was going to happen at some point, right? You're not going to be able to just sit there fully patient, blocking Triple G for like 15 seconds at the ring edge.
Yeah, perhaps overambition for Grandma's Got Game to try to go for that delayed break attack and expecting OmegaDR to just try to stay patient, but no, OmegaDR just went for it, man, and that's a good decision to make.
If OmegaDR can keep 2-ing Triple G out of these soul attacks, that's going to be a huge boost in his position. Because, yeah, the amount of meter that Triple G is able to create out of these reversal edges are pretty gigantic. Already with another bar.
Jeez.
Now, I don't remember, I know that when Talim activates Soul Attack, she recovers a lot of guard gauge, but I don't know if you get interrupted out of said Soul Attack, do you still get the guard gauge boost? I don't know. Does it actually have to come out entirely, or does the mere activation of Soul Attack provide you that guard gauge heal?
Yeah, good point. I didn't think about how it affects the heal. I think the Soul Attack does have to land for the heal.
Okay.
I think. Because it's like the tornado
that would make the most
is actually
sense.
the healing. It's actually like the draining attack.
Okay. That makes sense.
But someone in chat correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it.
Playing it a lot slower. The slower it goes, the more OmegaDR gets.
Okay.
Nice punish. You can see that he's changing up, instead of going for, like, one thing into the next thing that are all, like, setup kinds of moves, you can tell that he's much more heavily just trying to, like, use, like, 2-ways to get out of situations. Boy, howdy, that's a ring out.
Yeah, unless Grandma's Got Game goes for, like, higher committal moves like 4-4-B, the most OmegaDR has to worry about would just be, like, a jump B, which is not gonna, it's not gonna kill the 2A. So I do like all the 2A usage. I like that he's kind of, like, keeping it to these small pokes that trying to, in his attempt to kind of fluster Grandma's Got Game.
That are also RE safe, and, you know, so you can still kind of maintain a certain level of pressure. And just kind of, again, to just capitalize and take advantage of the fact that you know that blocking is simply not going to be the thing that Triple G decides to do. I think that
Until
is
he decides to do it.
3 for 5 with regards to CEs. I believe so. Nothing on that Clash, huh? That stinks. Doesn't have a CE, doesn't have a Soul Attack.
Ooh, good reactions there.
Getting that yellow guard gauge, but again, pretty good chance it's not really going to matter. Oh, yeah,
my God.
Getting baited.
He forced it.
Boy, howdy, that was just an evaporation of everything. Yep.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, he's still dead to one combo. Wow, I've never seen that before.
Oh, no.
Man, Triple G out-patienting his opponent as well, being totally comfortable utilizing the movement, but that is 9-3 right now. One more game for Triple G, and that is the set.
Staying so patient to the point where OmegaDR felt like he had to force something, felt like he had to go in, but that was exactly what Grandma's
Two
Got
times
Game
in that
wanted.
round. Yeah, exactly. 2 times in that round, which I think definitely wholeheartedly just changed OmegaDR's ability to play that round. Alright, so he's not technically punishing 2-2A just like on block, but he is catching the stance transition. I guess that's why he's going for 3AK. I just feel like it might be better just to go for a typical kind of punish that would punish both things, just not as heavily.
Yeah, with that said, I wouldn't even know what that is. Maybe like a B-side
AA?
I think that would be...
AA would do it, right?
I think at certain, at least for Taki, like I think if you block 2-2A like certain ranges, that AA may not land.
Well, that's also Taki. Taki's AA, I would presume, is significantly less range than Zas.
Right. I'm thinking that Zasamel's AA range is a little short to issues.
He blocked it and still doesn't get anything out of it. Reversal edge.
I really like the game plan from OmegaDR. Again, we keep saying that like the damage disparity is like the things that we're always like so concerned about. But I think this is the play though.
Yeah, this is definitely the way to go. He just needs to not get baited out of into Triple G's tempo. Whether Triple G is trying to dictate the pace as quick or slow, as we saw both versions of that in the last game. Man. Got him really mad hesitant on that second one. Man, look at all these little tiny 2As and stuff like that, just to keep Talim at bay.
Yep, and eventually OmegaDR is just gonna get like a nice launch combo. It's gonna make all these pokes worth it.
Something like that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know, OmegaDR has these moments of basically being in full control against Talum for like a good 30 to even 40 seconds. It's just that he can't really do it with a huge amount of consistency. Now he needs to win 7 in a row. That sounds
it's just
hard.
like he's pretty good at like getting control. Like once he loses control, like that's when the real test like happens. That's when he has to like out-patience Grandma's patience. And
Stuff like
that's,
this,
you know,
which he just lost. Wow.
oh god.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, so being able to just kind of like
Wow,
continue to play the game after you lose control, like that's just as important, if not more, than just like maintaining control with the neutral game and small caliber.
He keeps trying to get like this huge maximized punish, and it's just not working for one reason or another. I kind of wish he was using meter when Triple G doesn't have meter to go back on him. I like using meter aggressively, especially when you have it full. Because effectively, in the amount of time that Triple G gained 1 bar, OmegaDR gained none. Ooh, I think it was an RI.
Oh my god, that is!
Oh, tried to.
Dude,
wow, that's still caught even though there wasn't an RE.
What an absolute beautiful round for OmegaDR.
Yeah.
That was just so solid.
Alright, 9-4. I've seen crazier things.
Yeah, just like continue to just like keep it small and just having the confidence to like close out the round and not get like too freaked out by talent things.
Ooh, wow, terrible flash.
And it's crazy because like even when Grandma's able to get like a nice like evasive read, OmegaDR commits to these moves that have kind of like short whiff windows, right? So it's like Grandma has like a tough time to like try to get the whiff punish when he does like an evasion thing like successfully.
Ooh, that's out, isn't it? No, it's just a huge amount of damage. Okay.
Yeah,
Immediately
it
hopping
still
back.
doesn't feel good.
Oh man, OmegaDR getting caught in the vortex, and that's gonna be it for that round. The second that cannon went off, boy howdy.
Blew him away. Alright, going back to plan A. Keep it small, keep it tight, but that counter hit damage. Oh, and Oki, that's talent for you. Here comes Grandma. Soul Tech.
Still has the potential to get a bar though. No, you can't. Oh man, fantastic whip punish there. Fantastic for the setup. You know that he was going to go for a 6BB to try and drag him closer to him.
Oh jeez. I'm nervous for Omega. He's kind of chasing. Okay, I like the soul chart.
Oh,
Never mind, that was not green.
what a duck. Oh wow, and that's going to be the second round. So, Triple G, 1 round away from finishing out this set and showing yet again that he is very comfortable with this matchup now.
Okay. This is how,
Oh wow. He's just throwing that lethal hit over and over again. You might as well. It is a high though, so maybe 4-6B could be a problem. But again, OmegaDR doesn't really use 4-6B all that much. Double lethal hit combo.
Time, man.
I don't know how you get out of the situation. It's too many force blocks, too much guard damage.
Yeah, no soul charge to get him out.
No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work either. Alright. Triple G with the overall just grasp of what was going on. Fantastic stuff.